Good morning, everybody. It's Lady Dre 1977, and I'm back with another video. I hope you all are doing well on this Sunday morning. Praise God, I am still here. And if you're watching this video, then praise God, you're still here too. But today I wanted to talk about shame and shaming tactics and how shame is really not rooted in the Lord. So, to define shame as a noun is if you were to do something intentionally or unintentionally, and then after you've done it, you feel a sense of shame, maybe. As a verb, shame will typically mean you or somebody else is trying to do something to somebody to get a particular outcome. You're trying to shame somebody into doing something or shame them out of doing something. Shame is really not it's really not a good thing. And sometimes people realize when they're trying to shame others, like narcissists very well know how to shame people and they love it. And then there's other people who don't realize that, and I'm going to talk about that here. So what does shaming do, especially in the hands of a narcissist? And let me give you an example. You've done something. We all do things, okay? Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. But when it's wrong, instead of that person, the narcissist, trying to lovingly correct you, they will shame you. It is a tactic that they love. For example, I remember some years ago when my mother was upset about something that I did. She wanted to argue, when we were going back and forth. And instead of her trying to lovingly teach me something in that moment, because she wanted something for herself, didn't include me, but I was the one that was doing this something. I was wanting to go to graduate school. She didn't want me to go. No, because she wanted to control me. And you're not going to control me here. At this point in my life, I'm a grown woman. Well, she tries to use my two older sisters as an example. Well, if this were your older sisters, they wouldn't come at me and talk to me the way that you talk to me. That was done on purpose to try and shame me. And I did not budge. I ended up doing what it was I wanted to. But here's the thing. Narcissists like to use shame to divide people. And my mother has done a great job with that between my older sisters and myself. They love to cause derision. They love to cause division. It gives them control. They're able to manipulate situations. And shame can be very dangerous if you're not careful. But narcissists don't think, they just do, and they don't understand when those repercussions finally come back and present themselves as God's vengeance. Okay? 2, you have someone who uses shame, but as I stated earlier, they don't realize that shame is I would say at this point a demonic tactic, and it is, and it can be passed from generation to generation to generation because you think it's right. Oh, that's what my mother did, so that's what I'm gonna do. That's what her mother did. That's what my mother did. It's a generational. I say a generational curse. It is a curse, and you don't realize it. And what you do again is you can cause frustration within someone and they really don't want to deal with you anymore because you make them feel really bad. And I'm not talking about when somebody does something wrong and you lovingly correct them. That's a whole nother topic. I am talking about shame and people who know how to use shame and people who don't, but they believe that that's a tactic that's going to help correct somebody. No, shaming can cause anger, it can cause frustration, it can cause all kinds of guilt and bitterness. And it can divide loved ones. This is a tactic that can be used in the workplace, among co-workers, among bosses. It can be used in church. It can be used in friendships, among anybody. And it's not a tactic that is going to work, because there are negative repercussions of using shame in a manner that's set to destroy someone. I wanted to put that out there today, because if you're being shamed by somebody and that is their motto, then here is what you can do. You can back away from that person. Eventually, I would just stop dealing with my mother. I just could not take the things that she was doing, and I had to cut her off. Okay, you may have to cut somebody you love off, okay? Or you can try to speak with them, as I stated, in a loving way, to help correct them, not shame them. You're doing it in a loving way. Hey, I understand what I did was wrong, but the way you spoke to me today, I did not feel like that was helpful. And you go on and try to help them. And if they dismiss you, cut them off. Don't deal with them no more, okay? I hope this video helps somebody. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend before the week starts. All right? Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.